What up, folks? I am Jacques Slade, and it is the end of 2015, and it has been a good year. I'll go as far as saying it's been a great year for sneakers. There were a lot of good sneakers that dropped, and the brands that weren't in the conversation before are starting to make some major moves. Like last year, this list is my personal top 10, so some of these I own and some of them I don't. So with that said, let's get right to it. Coming in at number 10 is this shoe, the Adidas Tubular Knit. I really had high hopes for these when they first launched this year. The upper was really dope, and Adidas made them even better when they added Flyknit. I actually took an X-Acto knife to this pair to remove the straps, which I really like. It changed the look, but it kept the style in my opinion. The hype for these has died down a bit, but hopefully Originals gives these some more love in 2016. At number 9 is the Air Max Zero. Now 2015 marked the second annual Nike Air Max Day, and Nike celebrated with the release of the Air Max Zero. The Zero represents an updated look at an early sketch of the Air Max 1, which was designed originally by Tinker Hatfield. Despite the historical play on the Air Max Zero, the shoe is just really comfortable. Here's hoping that Nike actually expands on this colorway and doesn't make this the only one that they release. Coming in at number 8 is the Adidas Yeezy Boost 750. Now, I know people would rank these higher on their list, but for me, I think this is the perfect spot. I'm honestly not cool enough to wear the Yeezy Boost 750. It just doesn't match my style, and I'm okay with that. I do, however, recognize the change that the shoe has brought about in the sneaker world, and it deserves the right to be on every single list. At lucky number 7 is Under Armour's Curry 1 MVP. I loved playing in the Curry 1, and this colorway was the best of the bunch in my opinion. Under Armour has a long battle ahead of them when it comes to the basketball shoes, but they've been taking some really great steps in the last year. My hope is that they don't get caught up in the hype of the sneaker world and focus on creating dope product that performs well on the court and also looks good off court as well. If the Curry 1 and 2 are any indication of their direction, 2016 should be a very good year. Coming in at number 6 is a shoe that I believe to be the shoe I actually wore the most this year, the Nike Free Flyknit 4.0. I actually have 2 pairs of these, this black and white pair and this like turquoise or bluish pair. Both pairs have been worn more than any other shoe in my closet. From running to the store, to flying across the country, to just chilling with the family on the weekends, one of these pairs has been on my feet for most of the time. Now there is no way I can limit the top 10 to just 10 shoes in a year. There's just too many dope shoes to choose from. So I thought I would throw in a few honorable mentions. The Jordan 12 Public School NY collaboration is probably the best. Jordan Brand has been collabing a lot more lately, and the best of this year was easily the Public School Jordan 12. They just look really good to me. The price was high, but my hope is that they will last a very long time. Another one is the Wheat Nike Victor Cruz trainer. I wore these for like a week straight when I first picked them up, so in my mind that says something, and that's why I figured they should get an honorable mention. And the last of my honorable mentions is this shoe, the Reebok Ventilator. From Kendrick's collab with Reebok to this one, which is just a plain burgundy and gray or reflective print, Reebok did a really great job with these, and these aren't really that expensive, which made them even better. Okay, back to the list, and coming in at number 5 is the Air Jordan 1. There were a ton of dope colorways that dropped this year, but my top 3 would be the VACHETTA Tan Pinnacle 1, the Chicago colorway, and the Shattered Backboard colorway. The tan is probably the most wearable of the bunch, but you can't dismiss the Chicago colorway, and then the leather on the Shattered Backboard Jordan 1s is some of the best we've seen on a Jordan Retro in a very long time. I have yet to wear these, but I've definitely got to give them some burn. Now coming in at number 4 is a shoe that people didn't seem to like very much at first, but they're now starting to come around, and that is the LeBron 13. I started liking sneakers because of basketball shoes, so I will always have a soft spot for sneakers that perform well on the court, and the LeBron 13 is one of the best of 2015 in my opinion. It is a little bulkier than most, but we're talking about a few ounces at the end of the day, and those don't really matter when you're actually playing basketball in the shoe. Now for the top 3, the final 3 could be switched around depending on the day, but this is where I am right now. So at number 3, we have this shoe, the Adidas Ultra Boost. Looking back at my unboxing, which you guys have helped hit over 200,000 views, thank you. It really shows how much people really love this shoe. It is without a doubt the most comfortable casual shoe on the market today, period. Certain colorways have been selling out thanks to Kanye, of course, but even without Kanye, these are just a really nice pair of shoes. Pricing wise, I do wish they were more like $140 instead of $180, but that is neither here nor there. They are still number 3 on my top 10 list. And coming in at number 2 is the Yeezy Boost 350. These released in a few colorways this year, and they seem to get better with every release. I managed to pick up a pair in the pirate black colorway, as you can see here, but the other colorways were just as dope, to be fair. Now, 2015 can easily go down as the year of Kanye West and of the 750 and 350, but the 350 is the most wearable. That is part of the reason why the 750 is number 8 on my list and the 350 is number 2. I think more people, myself included, can get a better wear out of the 350s. The 750s may have a higher resale value and they may be rocked by the more stylish crowd, but the 350 is better in my opinion and deserves to be number 2. If Kanye and Adidas can keep the energy going, they may be able to change some things in the sneaker world, but I hope it just lasts past 2015. At number 1 is a shoe that will always be in my top 10, or at least 90% of the time, I should say, and that's the Air Jordan 11. The black and varsity red colorway of the Air Jordan 11 is one of my favorites of all time, so there's no question that the 72 and 10 was going to make it into my list. Now, not only does it rock black with a little bit of red, it also highlights one of the best basketball seasons of all time. The connection behind it and the story to the season really ties it all together for me, and you guys seem to feel the same way. I just did an unboxing on these last week, and it already has over 100,000 views. I knew this shoe was crazy when people that aren't even into sneakers were hitting me up and asking me how they could buy the Air Jordan 11. Now, that happened a couple of times with the Yeezy Boost, but nowhere near as many times as it happened with this shoe. Now, that says a lot, and why it made the number 1 spot on my list for 2015. Narrowing down a list of sneakers to just 10 is really hard, so I'm gonna make it even harder on you guys. Give me your top 5 sneakers of 2015 in the comments down below. You don't have to own them or pick them up or anything like that. I just want to know, what are your personal top 5 for 2015? As always, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, and if you really like what you see, be sure to subscribe for more content and stay tuned because I have a YouTube list coming tomorrow. I am your host, Jacques Slade. This is my top 10 of 2015, and as always, I appreciate you. I'll see you soon. Peace. The inspiration started back with Kobe's love for soccer and soccer shoes and continues today in this version. However, there is no need to worry about the shoe and about it being low because the heel counter is there, and that's where you receive your supply. So let's take these out of the box. I like that they have the carbon fiber type paper. For those that didn't recognize it, it's the same thing as this here. So let's take these out of the box and get this box